Hello and hello, welcome to episode 59 of Look Back. Yeah, basically I look back at what I reviewed 1 year ago and 5 years ago and see whether I agree or not, and see if I can adjust my ratings accordingly. Now, it's almost at the point where I can probably do 10 years actually, maybe next year, something like that. Might be able to do 10 years worth of, 3 segments of it basically, so it's getting that way, isn't it? Goodness me, where's the time going? But anyway, here we are. So episode, I'd say 59, so I've done quite a lot of these. There's a lot of them from the past. And what I'll do also is I'll put up the ones I reviewed from a year ago and as a poll for subscribers to actually check to see which one they'd like me to make a short of. So that's quite an interesting one. Doing a little bit of vote on that one. I've done one from last time as well. I think the ones that are winning at the moment are the Cadbury Cream Egg Bar and Blood Orange Lindors as well. So check that out if you want to have an influence on that. I think Lindors are actually slightly ahead at the moment, but it could go either way. So anyway, here we are. So what I'll do, let's say I will go over each one I reviewed individually 5 and 1 year ago. Now I'll start, let's have a look, let's see if we can get things together. Now, I've got a few graphics in place, but it does take a couple of seconds to remember how on earth to get them back in. So got 1 year ago there we are, 1 year ago, it's halfway there. And then, let's see, wrong one, there we go, there we are, yes. So I did remember a review a year ago. Now it was around Christmas time, so this one was a Christmas one. Honey glazed ham from Mackey's as well. I think they've changed the names actually. Mackey's now, I think, I don't know I forgot what they're called now. Yeah, basically it was a I think Scottish curry. Is it Carrigan? I'm not sure. If Scotty was right, he would tell me, I'm sure. But yes, and hi there, Andrew. Good to see you. How are you doing, Andrew? Hope you're doing well today. Hope you're doing well. And good to see you as well. How was things? Hope you are well. Not doing too bad, thank you. Not doing too bad. Yes, doing okay, really. Just one of those where, just trying to get things in order. But it's been a nice day so far, but just trying to organise the Easter eggs. Taylor's, that's it, Taylor's. Yes, there we go. I think Carrigan's is the name of them, actually, isn't it? It's the real name of them. They're not called Mr. and Mrs. Mackay or Mackie or whatever, behind the scenes it's actually Carrigan's for some reason or another, but yeah, Taylor's is I don't know what's going on anyway. I think I could be completely wrong with that. Maybe I'm just making it up. Maybe they're actually just called Taylor's, I don't know, but but I'm doing well, thank you. I'm doing well. How are you doing today? Any Easter antics going on at your end? And what about you, Andrew, as well? Any nice Easter shenanigans going on? But yes, honey glazed ham. So members of bronze level above will be able to see that. I say there's loads, but I think there's about 170 member reviews. I think maybe there's over 100. I'm sure it's over 100 anyway. Plenty to keep you going. So bronze members can view that as well. Going to get a few of those done. I've got a few in the pipeline. So I've re-recorded about 3 of them. It's just been basically the top chocolates of 2024. It just took so long to do. It's only about an 8-minute long video or something, but it takes about 4 hours to edit it. Just ridiculous really. That's how it goes. Yeah, so there we are. So yes, looks like M&S are bringing back a version of their layered dark and blonde Easter egg. It's now described as extra thick dark and blonde with caramel pieces, honeycomb and pink Himalaya salt. All right, very nice. I'll have to look out for that then. Interesting, because that was a really good I think that was my top choc of, was it not, I don't know if it was 2023 or 2022, I can't remember now, but I'm sure it was one of them anyway. Easter products have been quite strong in some cases anyway, so yeah. Well, look out for that, Andrew. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm going to do some Easter egg reviews today as well. I've got, I'm going to probably do that Morrison's half egg one, I think, and probably the Kit Kat Chunky Incredible Egg, whatever it's called as well. I'm expecting good things from that one, basically. It's got the Kit Kat's double crunch chocolate bars in there, so it's a winner before you started, I think. Hi there, Scotty. On the train home, might catch the tail end if I'm not very tired. Oh, I hope you're doing okay, Scotty. Yeah, where have you been, Scotty? Where have you been? It's always out and about, but yeah, hope you had a nice time wherever it was, and hope you get to catch up on some sleep. Sounds like you've had a bit of an escapade, but hopefully you're doing okay. Hopefully you're doing all right. So there we go. Right, so I'll tell you what, we'll jump to 5 years back. I think why not do 5 years? Yeah, why not? Let's. So we've got to reorganise the. There we go. There we are. That's pretty much there, isn't it? That's pretty much it. Yes. Okay. There we are. And then we'll get the. Now you might hear the mouse clicks a bit more. I've moved the microphone. It's a bit closer to the mouse this time. I tried to put it on the other side, but long story short, is the microphone's useless, and it causes me trouble if I have it on the other side of the. Just because the way it's plugged in, I might need to get a new microphone. Really, goodness me, it's one of those, isn't it? Just always a cost. But yeah, these things, it's the way it was. So right, let's have a look. Get the. Let's have a look. 224, 220. There we go. All right, and there we are. Okay, we've got it going. Taste the new games from Mackey's Crisps. Yes, Mackey's made their own ice cream, but they had to deal with Taylor's Crisps. But I think eventually they became so popular that Taylor's wanted their name on. All right, okay, I see. Interesting. Yeah, interesting. It's very interesting, really. But yeah, don't know. It's one of those. These do seem to be strange combinations, isn't it? Crisps, ice cream. It's and chocolate bars as well, of course. Yes, Mac is known for the ice cream originally. My gran always had it in the freezer, either the blue cream or honeycomb one. I still don't think I've ever had it. I might have to try this at some point. I've seen it in the shops. It's never been a thing for me. I've just never, it's never been a thing for me. But since you mentioned it, I have looked out for it and I've seen it in the shops. So maybe one day I'll have to give it a go. Yeah, interesting that one. Interesting. Ah, dear. Right. Well, what did we review 5 years ago? Let's have a look. What did we do? The cream eggs. Yes, the cream. Well, I think Andrew remember this one. Oh dear me. What's the official? Yes, the Cadbury's cream egg choc cakes. Okay, I think they've changed the name now to just cream egg bars or cake bars or something. So it's the same difference though. But yeah, suffice to say, I was not. I was not impressed with these, to be honest with you. Let's see if I can find the right end of it. I gave them basically a 1 out of 5. I gave them 1 out of 5. 1 out of 5. Now you'd think that would be pretty surprising, but obviously I'll put my links to my reviews in the description after I've finished the live. I might just adjust the camera slightly because I feel like I'm a bit too low down. Maybe let's see. Hang on. Oh, there we go. Yes, there we are. Maybe it's a bit better. Okay, there we go. Yes, they have a nice cream parlour in Aberdeen. We'll try next time we're up. See, okay, I guess that's that's Alan's end, isn't it, as well? Alan, have you been to the ice cream parlour, Alan? Hopefully, we must have done. Surely, must have done. Yeah, might have to go there. Yes, the Aberdeen, the world centre for ice cream. Let's see. But yes, the cream eggs. I mean, basically, the only plus point I had was the filling looks all right, but basically, there's hardly any of it. But it's just the proportions are terrible compared to the packaging as well. They're really stubby, and the cream was like a little bit at the top. It was just terrible, and the filling doesn't taste anything like or has the consistency of anything in a cream egg. It's just really poor product. And it wasn't particularly nice either, and the cake itself was bland and dry. The chocolate covering isn't anything special either, and they're not individually wrapped, so you can't really put them in for a lunchbox or anything like that. You could do, but not perfect for it. I guess it's good for the environment, things like that you could say, but and they're tiny as well compared to the packaging. It's a really poor product, this one. Now, it was 5 years ago. Things might have changed. They could be perfect now. I doubt it. Cake bars tend to be a bit hit or miss, really, generally, but this was a really poor example of one, and I don't think I don't do half a mark or the 0 out of 5 generally. I don't think I'm not sure. I don't think I'm going to start now. But yeah, terrible product. This one terrible. Certainly not going to mark it up. Just a terrible product really. I rarely rate things 1 out of 5. Usually the things that are just not very nice. But this was just a really poor product. And it wasn't very nice. It was really poor in every way, shape or form. And it wasn't cream egg, so it doesn't have cream egg in it. What's if you're gonna have a cream egg cake bar, then the bare minimum is having the cream egg filling in it, and it doesn't have that. So to start with, it's on just really poor product. That one, it's really poor. Don't recommend that. But if you've had it, let me know. If it's changed, let me know. If you like it, let me know. If you don't like it, let me know. Yes, but I was not impressed. Really, was not impressed. All right, now we have the Thornton's Moments as well. Do you remember these? Thornton's Moments. I don't think they do these anymore. They do basically Thornton's just do chocolate brownie pieces now, don't they? I think they did some sweets at some point. I don't think I've seen them for a while. Obviously Thornton's Moments before that. Their sort of take on Quality Street almost. What did I give it at the time? I gave it a 3 out of 5. I gave it 3 out of 5. Feels like it was a lot longer, the 2020 that these were around, but interesting. But yeah, for the relatively standard set of chocolates for a chocolate selection, the usual things. There was a couple of interesting ones though, and I thought the fudge was really nice in it, which was unusual. And obviously you can see there's a relatively large amount of chocolates in there on the front. But I thought there was a poor distribution, which wasn't uncommon around then. I think it's improved slightly from my experience of viewing chocolate selections these days. But at the time, you're 7 of some, 4 of another, that kind of thing. Just really poor. That's not acceptable. Some of them had a relatively unique taste. Like there was a truffle in orange, and there's a honeycomb one as well. But they just weren't very nice. And the double choc and camel ones I mentioned weren't very nice either. So it doesn't sound like it was that great, really. And to be honest with you, I don't know. 3 out of 5. I mean, I think the thing is, some of them were quite nice, which is why it's a 3 out of 5. I'm tempted to lower it, really. But I think, it's one of those where you probably will find in these chocolate selections, or some you'll prefer than others. So I don't think it'd be very fair to mark it down. But it certainly sounds like it's closer to a 2.5 than a 3.5, that's for sure. But I'm going to say the same. So, but not around anymore, I don't think. Yeah, Thornton's Moments. Bit of a shame, that one, really. But Thornton's, they just seem to have, they shut all the shops down, didn't they, around in lockdown, I think it was. And they seem to just change all the stuff in the shops. They don't really do chocolates anymore. They do Thornton's chocolate selections, like it's in there for Continental and stuff like that. but they don't do sort of chocolate sections like this, or just regular chocolates. I think they used to do sort of like cheaper chocolates. They just seem to have abandoned that completely and just do, yeah, as I say, slabs of brownies and things like this now, and they're reasonably nice, but they're nothing too special, those. But yeah, so there we go. So yeah, Thorntons, eh? Thorntons. Don't know. Don't think they're going to be around for a lot longer. Thorntons, really. They seem to have. I don't know. I think tends to be popular with an older demographic, I think you'd say, and obviously older people. You know, well, you know, not getting any younger either. Let's face it. So it's just one of those, isn't it? So I don't know. Don't seem to be appealing to anyone new. I don't think. And I don't think they have sort of. I don't know, Thorntons continental selection, stuff like that. Certainly don't. I don't hear much talk about it. You know what I mean? So. So there we go. Anyway, all right. So 5 years, what else do we do? Yes, a phase one. I'm always going about phase, or Fatsa as I believe it's pronounced. Yes, this one was an interesting one. It was limited edition at the time, but I do believe it's not limited edition anymore. They just do it all the time now. And milk chocolate with Tutti Frutti. What did I give this one? Now, Tutti Frutti, I think, is like just jelly sweets, basically. Presumably like a Finnish brand. Phase was a Finnish company, by the way. That's yeah. So introduced from a Finnish friend, well, a friend who lives in Finland, sent me some of their chocolates, and I've loved them ever since. Really, just such a nice, lovely chocolate bar. It's their kind of equivalent to Cadbury, I think. But I think it's probably, possibly a better chocolate than Cadbury as far as quality is concerned, maybe. But yeah, but this one I gave not necessarily taste, of course, but quality. I gave this one a 3.5 out of 5. I was a bit. The problem with it was. The chocolate's really nice, but like with a lot of these things where you've got jelly sweets in the middle, the jelly sweets, well, they wouldn't really work very well together. I felt the jelly sweets were quite weak, and they're all one flavour as well. And I think Tutti Frutti comes in many different flavours. These are all just like an orange flavour one. They look to be orange, and it was quite subtle as well, so you couldn't really taste them. Obviously meant to be sort of eaten in a handful, handfuls at once, and you obviously can't do that in this because they're all in the chocolate and things. So it just didn't quite work. I don't think so. Yeah, but obviously I believe the consistency was alright from what I remember. But again, I think I'm just going to say the same. This one, I think, yeah, but certainly I think it was more towards a 3 than a 4. That's for sure. But yeah, a bit disappointed with that one actually. I was expecting really good things, but just I don't know. Sometimes the only one that's really got it perfectly right, I think, was when Terry's did their cranberry, an orange and cranberry one, where they had little sort of sugar cranberry pieces in, which were really a perfect consistency, the best consistency I've ever experienced with sweeties, sort of like jelly sweets inside chocolate. And it was a really nice product. That was lovely. That one, really nice bar. Definitely one of my favourites. That. The Thorntons Classic Selection, the Thorntons Continental Selection seems to be keep them going. I know this is it, really. Their most popular is gifts. Not excited, but better than the current state of milk tray. Well, this is a good point. Milk tray and things like that have gone really poor, haven't they, really? But yeah, so I mean, really. But who, as I say, the demographic who buys Thorntons chocolates, I don't know. I certainly don't believe, as I say, a younger generation are getting into them anyway. So I feel like they're on borrowed time, really. Milk tray rolled truffles now. I used to like old Thornton shops. Those chocolate-covered fondant pigs they used to do were great. Yeah, it's a shame, isn't it? It disappeared. I don't know. Just mustn't have been making. I guess Hotel Chocolat and things like that have just taken over from that sort of that audience, haven't they? Really, I think. Although I must admit, Hotel Chocolat, I don't mind them, but I'm not blown away by them. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know really. Seem to be a bit. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I think. Just a variety. I think of Thorntons seem to be better for me. I think it was slightly anyway, but yeah, and they do ice creams in their shops as well, didn't they, Thorntons and stuff like that. It was quite a nice shop, really. But like you say, yeah, it was a good place, but good to go in. But obviously, maybe people just weren't buying stuff in there, I guess. Yeah, Thorntons feels like an old-fashioned version of Hotel Chocolat, really. Yeah, it does. Yeah, I think that's hitting the nail on the head, really. But I think I preferred it, really. I think the chocolates just seem to be a bit more varied, a bit more interesting. I don't like really the packaging of Hotel Chocolate. I don't like the way their things are sort of packaged generally. And yeah, I don't know. Interesting one. I think for me, I did prefer Thorntons. But having said all that, I didn't really spend money in Thorntons. So this is it. Interesting one, really. Interesting. Well, yeah. Hotel Chocolate Thorntons. Let's see. Well, should I do a bit of a poll? Let's see who's around. Let's see who's around. Let's do a poll, shall we? You might hear a lot of typing. Do apologise for this. But yes. Let's see what people think. Let's have a look. Let's see. All right, let's have a look. Do a bit of a poll. Let's see who's about. See what they think. Go to Chocolat or Thorntons. Let's see what people say. Yes, obviously Thorntons not technically around anymore, but people. They'll get the gist of it. They'll get the gist of it. All right, so we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes. I've not done a poll for a while. So it's an interesting one. All right, so I think so. Yes, one more from 4 years ago or 5 years ago. Crunchy Rocks, Cadbury Crunchy Rocks. Yeah, no, we're good, solid foundations. These ones basically, where obviously it's like clusters of crunchy pieces in Cadbury chocolate. I don't know if it's dairy milk, but no, it isn't really, is it? But now these ones, there was a bit of I mean, I did quite like them actually. I did quite like them. 4 out of 5. But the problem with them was there was actually quite a lot of cornflake pieces in there. Now, if you looked at that, you'd think crunchy pieces and chocolate, and that's what you'd think you'd get, and that's what you'd assume. But that's not what you're getting. You're getting basically more, what seemed to me to be more cornflake pieces than crunchy pieces, and you couldn't really taste the crunchy pieces as much, really. So it's very misleading, I thought. It was only mentioned in the small print on the back that they had cornflake pieces in there. So it's more like a take on little mini cornflake cakes, basically, rather than anything else. The packet was half full, the usual nonsense you get. So they were still nice, but I felt that was really pretty poor, really, that they were just mainly bulked up with cornflake pieces. And there is another version of Cadbury Crunchy, something like this, where it is actually just crunchy pieces. I don't know if it's Crunchy Rocks. I can't remember what the product is now, and it is basically just crunchy pieces. Now, there is obviously dairy milk with crunchy as well, which is the same thing. I don't think that's got cornflake pieces, I remember. But yeah, there was another crunchy one. Let's see if I can find out what it was. Let's have a look. Let's have a see. Go to your channel. Let's have a look. Apologies if you hear my typing and clicking and all this, that, and the other. So I'll look for crunchy. Let's say crunchy. Let's see. Right, let's have a look what we get. See if we can find one. Crunchy, crunchy, crunchy. Let's see. I can't see. Well, typically I put crunch in and thought that would get it. Crunchy Rocks. Yeah, I can't see it actually. Is it? Yeah, I'm sure I've reviewed it, but I can't see it on my list of things. Interesting. Yeah. I can't see it. Well, crunchy. Well, there you go. Carried dairy milk, crunchy honeycomb. I think that's probably what I'm thinking of. I thought there was something else, to be honest with you. But if there is, I can't see it easily on my. Oh, hang on a sec. There's another page. It's my. Is it on there? No, it's not there either. So yeah, I don't know what I'm thinking of. If I am thinking of anything at all, but I can't see it. But basically, yeah, dairy milk honey with crunchy. That was the one I'm possibly thinking of. Maybe I thought there was another product that was similar to this, where it's like little crunchy clusters or something. But anyway, this one, yeah, so it was still nice, but I felt it was very deceiving, really. So let me know if you've had this one, what you think. But yeah, for me, I think I'm going to give it the same again, really. But just disappointing. It was just I don't know. I felt like, you know, if you're going to have a product like that, it shouldn't have something else in it, should it? And obviously, cornflake pieces don't really add anything to something that contains honeycomb crunchy pieces. It's the same, you know, so it just feels like padding, basically. It's hard to imagine. I mean, unless there was a reason, unless, you know, if they didn't do that, would it taste worse? You know, they just had crunchy pieces. Maybe they tested it and it wasn't as good. I don't know, but I can't help but feel that can't possibly be the case. You know, so yeah, so an interesting one, that one. Interesting. Let me know what you think of that one if you have had that one. But we'll move to 1 year ago now. Why not? Hang on a sec, something's disappeared. Where's that gone? Yes, there we are. Okay. So 1 year ago, I reviewed 1 year back. So I say these ones are all the things I'll put a link to my review in the description after the event, after I've done this live. But these things I did 1 year ago. We'll do a poll next week or so. Probably next week, really, actually. Just see which one I should turn into a short. There is one that's going on at the moment, and it looks to be between Cadbury Cream Egg Bar and Lindor Blood Orange as well, so check that out. But right, okay, 1 year ago, Mr. Beast, yes, Mr. Beast Crunch Bar. Yeah, they've repackaged these slightly, I think. They're now horizontal rather than vertical orientation. I might re-review them, actually, just in case. This one, basically, quite similar concept, I guess, to one, not honeycomb, though. But it's got... What's it got? Basically, just with Rice Krispie pieces, this one. I was quite surprised by this, actually, you know. I gave it a 4 out of 5. There's only 6 ingredients in this. You know, it's a very strange product, really. You'd expect it to be very... I don't know. I assumed Mr. Beast's audience was quite lots of younger people, kids and stuff like that. I don't know. But maybe I was wrong. But anyway, maybe it's just a standard times where younger people are self-conscious or conscious of the environment and things. Because it only has 6 ingredients, basically. So really quite a high quality product, I think, or at least it came across that way. 44% cocoa soy, so it's milk chocolate, so it's quite a high cocoa soy percentage as well. Quite a thin bar. Don't know, but I was very impressed with it, really. As I say, only 6 ingredients. Just actually quite a good quality product. Didn't seem to be over expensive. Although it might still have been £1 or something. So yeah, these days. You just get used to it now, don't you, really? Which I guess is still quite expensive. But it's a bigger bar. I'm not sure what the weightage is, but it's, good 60, 70, 80 grams or something. Yeah, so not bad, really. I was quite impressed. I was surprised, pleasantly surprised by this, at how much of a a relatively good quality product it was, really. So I think, and I quite enjoyed it. So I think for me, I think the same again. I don't think I can. It is what it is, but it was a nice product, this one, and I actually quite enjoyed that. And they were all pretty good, actually, the Mr. Beast bars. I was pretty impressed, actually. I thought they'd be just a cheap, cashing on the branding, but they're actually pretty good. And I don't know, I say they have been rebranded recently. I don't know if they changed. I will re-review them, I think. Probably do them all at once, actually. But overall, I was pretty impressed with that. I was pretty impressed. I watched Beast Games, but I haven't watched it. It's been on, hasn't it? Been unfinished, and I didn't watch it. I did watch it, actually. I quite enjoyed it, actually. It was surprisingly quite good. All right, Ritter Sport. So we got this one as well. I think someone might have mentioned this in the comments the other day. Which one was it? Ritter Sport Crunchy Cream Winter. All right. One of these sort of like limited editions they do for around winter time. I think it's limited edition anyway. What did I give this one? I gave it a 3 out of 5. I gave this one. Got a lovely cinnamon aroma. It's the usual stuff, sort of winter spices going on. Lots of different textures in there. But the problem with it is the creamy part, really. Just too much cream, and I don't find that Ritter Sport, when they do their sort of cream fillings, that they really work very well for me. I'm never a massive fan of them, to be honest with you. And this was no exception. It was a bit disappointing, really. And I thought none of the flavours particularly stood out in the bar either. So it was a bit of it was one of those where it was all right, but it just wasn't anything special, to be honest with you. It's like a typical limited edition one, really. So again, another one that's the same. If I can mark this one down, 3 out of 5. Yeah, so I'd say I don't often change my scores, really, because I guess they are relatively consistent, so which is what you'd want, really, but sometimes I do. But in this case, none of them so far have been changed, so it's the way it goes, I guess. What's the poll looking like, by the way? Let's see if 50-50 at the moment. 50-50. All right, well, have a look if you, I'll say, cast your votes. It could be the deciding one between Thornton's and Hotel Chocolat. Obviously, Thornton's isn't technically around anymore, and I guess it's the old school Thornton's as well. What it used to be, not necessarily what it is today, I guess. But yeah, let me know what you think. And I'm looking off to one side because that's just where my screens are and stuff like that. It's the way it goes. Apologies, but I'm not ignoring you. All right. And what else did we have? Yes, Lint. Yes, now this was in my top chocks of 2024. This one, it's the Lindt assorted choco wafers. Now I only gave this a 4 out of 5 at the time. You might have thought I'd given it more based on its rating last year, but it is what it is. It's basically a choco wafer product, really. But it's got lots of different types. Now the only problem, the problem with that is the difference was just was quite superficial, sort of. It was literally on the outside of the bar. Was the only differences. So you had like a hazelnut one, a regular one. And a dark chocolate one, I think, and it was basically the only difference was, I'd say, just the chocolate covering, and some had chopped hazelnuts in or something like that. But the inside was exactly the same. I thought the dark chocolate one didn't quite work as well, but basically they're like Ferrero Rocher, but without the hazelnuts, is what I found. Really. And I actually quite enjoyed these. They're just a product I just quite enjoyed having, really. I don't know. It's one of those where the reason it was relatively high on the top 30 chocks of 2024 is just because. Just a nice product to have, you just think, well, would I rather this or that? And usually it's this, really, that I'd rather have, it's just a nice product. But I don't think I can really give it more than a 4 out of 5. I feel like it just wasn't assorted enough, basically. It would be nice if the insides were slightly different. But they weren't, basically, So I think, make it the same. I think a 4 out of 5. Which certainly, I think it's a dead on 4, this one. It's not really closer to a 3.5 or a 4.5. It is a nice one, that one, but hits the spot, basically. It does fill a gap quite well. So not bad, that one, not bad. All right, and then what have we got? And then the last one for today. Yes, let's have a look. Let's see. If I can find where I was, which I can't. Here we go. Yes, it was the Cadbury Mini Eggs Orange. Yeah, this one. Yeah, no, I think this one didn't score so highly on the top chocks of last year, even though it's a really nice product. I actually did give it 4.5 out of 5, this one, actually. I did give it 4.5 out of 5. Lovely crunchy powdery shell. I love the shells on Cadbury Mini Eggs. There's just something about them. A bit of that sort of powderiness to them for some reason, but nice crunch. Chocolate on the inside is nice. It was obviously flavoured orange. But the problem with these ones was they were just all a bit... they were all orange, basically, And, well, obviously that isn't a surprise. It's just something a bit nice about the regular Mini Eggs. It just has them all in these different pastel-y colours. and obviously just didn't have it in this case. And I don't know, and I just think, wouldn't mind if the orange ones in Cadbury mini eggs, if they did, if they do have orange ones in those, were orange and the rest of them were normal. I think that'd be quite nice. But just having all orange, I don't know, just was a bit disappointed really. But it was still, it was still very nice. I did like them. I did like them a lot. But I don't know, they just didn't wow me really, I think is the case of it. Now, should I lower these ones? I don't know. It's close really. I feel like it's very close between a 4 and a 4.5. I don't know. I'm tempted to lower them slightly. I think I will lower them slightly, just because. I think 4 out of 5. I think really. I think 4.5 might be. It's possibly right, but I don't know. I don't feel like they blew me away as much as regular mini eggs, even though they're orange flavoured and stuff like that. So yeah, I think that's one's. I don't feel ever inclined to get those again. Basically, I don't know if they're still doing them really. 2024 wasn't the most exciting year for chocolate. There was some good stuff in your top 20 chocks, but I think it showed that there wasn't loads of innovation last year. There wasn't anything too dramatic, was there? There was some nice, normal stuff that came out. I thought like that Kit Kat was very nice. There's the border biscuits, but yeah, there was nothing that was there was nothing unusual, was there? There was nothing really that stood out as being something completely new or different or not like anything else. That was in the top 30 anyway. I mean, it might have been things like that were terrible, but but yeah, it was an interesting one. It was, they were very nice. There was lots of lovely stuff, but like you said, there was nothing that really stood. Like the other years, there's been, really interesting Easter eggs or some other products. But yeah, interesting one really. We didn't even seem to get much from Cadbury Australia. The UK was pretty quiet. They're doing the new orange Cadbury mini eggs again this year. Aldi, M&S, and even Morrison's are doing copies. Yeah, I've got the I've got the Aldi ones basically. I have reviewed them, not published it yet. I haven't done the M&S ones yet, but I didn't buy them basically. I don't know whether I might draw the line now because I've got so many. I've got so many other things to do. I've got so many eggs to do. I don't know if I'll get through all of them, so I might have to say right, but we'll see what happens. We'll see if I get some. Maybe I'll do a big review all at once or something like that. I've already had to do that kind of with some of the Aldi stuff and things like this, but yeah. An interesting one, really. Yeah, interesting one. Be interested to see how. I think Easter this year seems pretty good, to be honest with you. I don't know. I don't know if there's anything massively ridiculous going on, but there's some quite interesting stuff out there this year. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. It could be a bit of a good Easter year. This one, I think. There's a couple of multicoloured eggs. Nestle doing their ice cream ones. Cadbury are doing a duo egg as well. I think Kit Kat might have done one as well. I think maybe. I'm not sure. Can't remember now. There's quite a few good ones this year. Whether they're amazing good, but there's lots of definitely above average ones this year for sure. Interesting ones that are just nice to have, but they're quite expensive. I think that's the problem. So far this year of pistachio and Biscoff in terms of trends, that Biscoff's still around, isn't it? The Morrison's filled Easter egg is really great, and M&S and Aldi have loads. Yeah, I've got all the Aldi ones. M&S one I don't have. Well, I've got any M&S ones. I'll have to go back. Maybe I'll go back to M&S and check out, especially what you said before. But yeah, there's loads. There is a lot. There is a lot to go through. That's for sure. Be good fun doing it. Yeah, certainly will be. But yeah, have to let me know what your favourites are this year, Andrew. Let me know. I'll have to do perhaps I don't know how to do it really. I might have to just do a video to ask for comments what people thought. We'll see what happens. Interesting one. But I guess is it too early to know? Yeah, I don't know. I guess I don't know. People like me are buying Easter eggs, of course. People like yourself, perhaps Andrew, and people on the channel, but normal people wouldn't. I want something if you don't like the Morrison's egg. I'm going to review it today, Andrew. I'll hopefully publish it this week. I'm optimistic I'll like it. I mean, it does look to be a winner. So I'm optimistic. So hopefully your subscription's safe. But yeah, hopefully I think it does. It does look to be a good one. That one. I can't see it not being, but. We'll see. I look forward to doing that one and getting it out there and tasting it. I'm going to say we'll be doing it after this. Actually, it's going to be the next thing I do. I want to try extra thick dark and blonde laid egg from M&S this year, especially after the good review you gave the old version of it. Yeah, I really love that one. It was really, really nice. If it's anything like that, it might just be the same, just repackaged as you say. But if it's anything like it, I really enjoyed it. It was like 2 eggs in one. It was so nice, really indulgent. Yeah, I might be tempted to get that one again. We'll see if it's the same one as last time. I might not do. Just because it's difficult enough to review all the new stuff or stuff you haven't reviewed before. Never mind sort of slightly different tweaks on ones you already have reviewed. So we'll see. But I could be tempted because it was that good. Oh, hello there, Joe. Hello there, Joe. You just caught the end. We're about to finish, Joe. We're about to finish. Yes, just done all the look backs. Yes, it's a bit of a short one this week. It can depend on how it goes. Look back, really. It can depend on you caught up in the chats and stuff. But yeah, it's one of those really. But yes, I'm not doing too bad, Joe. How are you doing today? How's things going for you? Yeah, suddenly getting more spring light. Definitely still pretty light outside as well. So that's not too bad. So it's getting definitely getting more spring light. Nearly March. You know, only 13 more days to go. This March, which will be here in no time. So yeah, goodness me. How are you doing, Joe, today? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. But yeah, no, still, I don't know, I guess Joe won't know with Hotel, Chocolate and Thornton's, but it's still 50-50 split. Maybe that's just the way it is. Maybe, yeah, Hotel, Chocolate and Thornton's 50-50, eh? Interesting. Well, if you are, there's only a limited time left to vote, everyone, so if you do have an inclination either way, cast your vote now. Otherwise it'll be a draw, I think. Who would I go for? I don't know, I think I probably would go for Thornton's, I think, but it's one of those. M&S also have a tin of Jaffa cakes with a working clock on the front. Very random. That is very random. Yeah, working clock. What's the... That is very strange. I don't know what to make of that at all. That does. I mean, presumably it costs quite a lot to have a working clock on it. This must be something, you know. They do have quite a lot of their own Jaffa cakes. So don't the M&S. I think I've still got one of theirs too. Oh no, I think I did review the cranberry ones. I don't think I ever published it. Maybe just one of those Christmas ones. Really, I'm not sure. So. Yeah, interesting one, that one. I will nip into M&S again. I think Ava Cameron in the comments was talking about their pistachio roll. I forget that's what it was called anyway. I can't quite recall now. And still, there's another product they've done, a chocolate bar called like the equivalent of Everything Bar or the something bar like that. I think it is. I've never seen that one, or the Big Daddy Bar or something. I'm not sure what it's called, but I've never seen it in M&S. But apparently they do that. I'm gonna have to root out what that is. But I've never seen it. I've always looked, but. Don't know what it's actually called. Could have dreamt it. It's a very random idea. Ready to get Jaffa cakes with batteries included. I know. It is really weird. Why? What's the? I don't know. I don't know what the benefit is for that. I don't know who would. I don't know. Yeah, strange that really. Well, you know, if you need a clock, that's the way to go, I guess. M&S pistachio spread is out now too, and there's the cream egg spread I need to get from Asda as well. Yeah, I keep forgetting about that. So that's on my list as well. Pistachio spread. Interesting. I've got a written sport pistachio I need to publish, and I've got the Lindor pistachio I need to review as well. So I have to get them done. It's a massive box now, like 300 grams or something. So yeah, ridiculous, really. Yeah, things take more to get still, but I've still got all the Easter stuff. I'm hoping to get through the Easter ones relatively quick. I say hopefully, but I say that we'll see. Okay, the Big Daddy's bar is basically a slab of chocolate with walnut whips sticking out of it. Okay, so that's what it is called, is it? Right, I'll have to... No, maybe I've been looking in the wrong place. If it's a slab, then maybe they sell it somewhere else, maybe in the cake section or something. But I've never seen it. But or maybe I've seen it and just dismissed it. I don't know, because it sounds familiar now you mention it. I feel like I've seen that, and maybe I didn't put two and two together. Newso says we had 41 degrees C on Tuesday. Myself and Mark only 36. Goodness me, that is really warm. That's like record-breaking temperatures in the UK, Joe, I think. Yeah, it really is, you know. Oh, goodness me. I hope you're keeping cool this battle. Do you have air conditioning, Joe? Maybe, yeah, I hope you're all right. I won't vote because I don't know either. No problem. Well, basically, Thornton's was a classic one. Used to have loan shops, but disappeared now, really. But he did have quite a good selection. And Hotel Chocolate is very upmarket. You know, perhaps maybe quite... Maybe you could say he's pretentious. Maybe, I don't know. You know, is that too far to say? But you know, but certainly is on the more expensive end of stuff. You know, but there are more expensive ones out there, I guess. But yeah, a bit more. But there we go. You know, you sort of. I think it's quality ingredients and stuff like that. I think, but for me, I don't know. I feel like the variety's not quite as good. But you know, that's just me anyway. But it seems more handmade and stuff like that, I guess. But there we go. All right, guys. Well, there we are. Really, there we go. So quite some food for thought, quite literally there. So I will say, I will put in the description all the links to all these reviews after the event as well. So yes, start turning off the lights. There we go. If we can. There we are. Yes. There's one more thing to do. There we go. And lastly but not leastly, there we go. The picture there. British brands. Yeah, basically the sort of shops, essentially, Joe. Chocolate shops, really. So you would go into them and buy stuff. Although Thornton's now just sell things in supermarkets and things like that. They used to have their own shops, but they don't anymore. They've just had to close them down in lockdown. Really, obviously wasn't. They obviously were seeing, well, especially in lockdown, just obviously didn't get any sales. But I think they were on a downward trend before then anyway. So yeah, so one of those unfortunately, but they were good, I think, but not good enough, I don't think. And say Hotel Chocolat seemed to take over that sort of that sector essentially. So had a bit of competition really. Bit of a shame. Right, well, there we go, guys. There we go. Let's look back episode 59. Hope you enjoyed that one. As I say, we'll put links in the description for all these reviews, so you can see them all, see what you think. Let me know if you prefer or like any of these, if you disagree or not. If you, or missing any of the missing Thornton's, was it Thornton's? What do they call it? I forgot what their name was now. Thornton's moments. If you're missing those ones, let me know what you think. Yeah. Okay, I'm wrong. The one whip bar is something else. The whip bar is the whip off the old block bar. The Big Daddy is the 300 gram bar, chunky chocolate with caramel peanut butter and roasted peanuts. All right, interesting. So it's got quite a lot in there. Okay, so there's a couple though, isn't there? Whip bar is the whip off the old block bar. Maybe that is the one I've seen. I feel like I've seen that one. Yeah, I felt like I have seen that one. I felt like, has it got like 3 walnut whips in it? I feel like, unless I'm just thinking of the walnut whip box, whatever, that seems to be either a 3x2 or a 3x1. But interesting. But I will have to look out at that, the Big Daddy. Maybe they'll sell them close together or something like that. I will have to look out when I next go in. So I might try. I might go in. Don't think I'll go in anytime soon. Maybe in the next month or something. I might have another trip to M&S to see what's going on. But as I say, I've got plenty to keep me going in the meantime. I can't get it anymore. I've got to get through what I've got. I really have. All right. Well, only a few more seconds to vote on the poll. Thornton's or Hotel Chocolat. I'll give you about 5 seconds more. 5 seconds more before we go. Yeah, there we are. But it's been a good look back. Good to see you, Joe and Andrew, of course, and Alan as well. Scotty might have fallen asleep. Said he was a bit tired. Hope you're both all doing very well. Great to see you all. And yeah, all right, there's the poll. So it looks like it's going to be a draw, I think, this one. 50-50. There we go. All right, 50-50. All right, guys. Well, take care, everyone. Good to see you all. Keep cool, Joe. Keep cool. Hope you managed to stay cool, as saying that hot weather. Sounds pretty intense, that's for sure. We have another 2 months before the actual Easter Sunday, so plenty of time to try stuff. This is it, Andrew. But yeah, if I've got like so many Easter eggs. If I only publish 2 or 3 a week, it's going to take a lot of intense Easter antics to get things done. But it's going to be a good one, I think. I'm going to enjoy it. So yeah. But as you say, definitely plenty of time for just generally getting the taste of Easter in. That's for sure. All right, guys. All right, enjoy, Joe. Good to see you both. And Alan, of course. Alan, say Scotty. Anyone else is watching, great to see you all. Hope you're doing well. And hope you're enjoying your Easter antics so far. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think about Easter so far. What you're looking forward to. And have a great day. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye for now, guys. Take care. Oh, yes. Have a good weekend. Thanks, Joe. Have a good one. Yes, keep cool, as I say. Keep cool. Keep in the shade. That's for sure. Goodness me. Sounds very ridiculous where you are. I don't know how you cope, but I'm sure you will do. It's one of those, it's quite normal for yourself, I guess. Right, guys, take care. And so, apologies if it's a bit of if I miss any messages. It's just there's about a 12-second round trip between getting there to me and back again. This and the other. So I'm not ignoring you. It's just I've probably just already gone. Is the gist of it. All right, guys, take care. Bye for now. See ya.